Turn me up just a little bit. Yeah, it's that man space vibe. Step in the zone, microphone check. Russ and Lex got the real intellect. Talk smooth like jazz on a late night set. With a convo deep and the topics connect. From the struggles to the wins, they address it with grace. Drop lines so cool, you can feel the bass. Two kings of the craft, and you know the rest. Kick back, pour a drink, welcome to the space. You go chillin' with Russ and Lex. You go chillin' with Russ and Lex. You go chillin' with Russ and Lex. Hang out, cause now you vibing with nothing but the best. Space forever.
Welcome in to another edition of the Manspace Podcast. Now, this is the voice of Russ, and with me, as always, who is a little sad today because he found out about the McRib not containing real pork meat. The one and only Big Less.
I knew it when you told me that you had something special to put in. I knew it was going to be some sort of joke on me. The funny part about it is, anybody who knows me knows I don't eat those things. That's cardboard, man. That's cardboard with barbecue sauce on it. Hey, but you got my best friend Lucky right there, that picture.
Got Lucky over there, but man, the tears coming down your face. Though.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And the barbecue sauce on the shirt, boy, he's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt.
He is hurt.
Yeah, whoever this man is. I know he looked like me, but it ain't me. Oh man. I tell you, I can't leave you too long.
No.
You just find other things to do.
Yes,
we need to occupy your time, sir. We need to occupy your time.
Yeah, and you know what? I occupied my time a little bit.
Yes, you did.
With
Food alert. The Manspace Podcast is talking about food again. Food alert.
Oh my God. As long as it ain't about the McRib, I'm good.
It's not about the McRib. Not about the McRib, man. I was walking through the store, and I saw the Dolly Parton brand now has meals. They've gone from just the pies, I tried the pie last year or whatever,
Yeah,
and did not like it. It ended up in the trash. It was whatever whipped pie, whatever. It was awful. I did not like it. But they actually had shrimp and grits.
No.
Yes. Now you look at this box. That looks pretty appetizing.
That don't look bad.
I was kind of thrown off a little bit about the tomatoes.
Yeah, me and you on the same page.
But I was like, okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna give this a shot, right? So me and Mrs. Russ, I said, you know what, we're gonna warm this up, and then we're gonna try it out, right?
Yeah.
And so, got it, tried it out. Now, look at the box. Now, get a good mental image of how good that looks.
Yeah.
This is what came out.
What is that?
That looks nothing like the box.
Oh boy. It's got tomatoes and green onions. I don't see those shrimp.
Yeah. There was a few in there. It tastes like those little ramen noodle shrimps.
When you get 1,000 of them in the can, they just pour it.
Yeah, man. So they were in there. They just super tiny.
Wow,
bro.
Wow. Okay, so beside the look.
Okay. So the shrimp was
tell me about it. Okay.
The shrimp
probably
bland.
rubberized. Yeah, okay.
Rubberized, no seasoning whatsoever, no flavor. Like you just took some already cooked popcorn shrimp,
just
threw them in there.
Yeah.
it had no flavor whatsoever. Like I
Wow.
tried to add some salt and pepper.
Yeah,
I threw
yeah.
in some
Nothing.
Old Bay to try to help it out. I'm just like, yeah, for all 5 pieces of shrimp that was in there, I could have pulled all of them out and grilled them and and tried to did something and throw them back in there.
Baby, fire up that pan over there.
Yeah. The grits themselves weren't bad.
Okay.
A little
Now this is
cheesy,
this is in the frozen section.
Yeah, yes,
Now
yes.
I've never had frozen grits before, ever.
Me neither. This was my
Okay.
first time.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's something about, with the exception of frozen pizza,
Uh-huh.
frozen cheese messes me up. So I did not notice
Mm.
that there was
Man.
frozen cheese in the grits, right? So Mrs. Russ is trying it and she's like, "Oh, yeah, the grits are pretty good, kind of creamy and a little cheesy."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Oh,
Cheese.
right."
Uh-oh.
I'm like, well, maybe it won't be so bad, right? Because,
Yeah.
like, I would get like the little sausage and egg biscuits and stuff like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
which
yeah.
would tear me up every time. That frozen, like cheese pizza, I'm good.
Yeah.
But that frozen cheese
Uh-huh.
messes me up, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So we
Mhm.
sat there, we ate, and then we ran out to an appointment, right?
Yeah.
We're walking around, dude is like showing us around his property and stuff.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
Boop, 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 boop.
and I'm like 40 minutes from the house. So I'm like, well, yeah, it ran through me, bro. I was
Oh
so
my
happy that
God.
I walked away from everybody and found a bathroom that was off to itself somewhere, and and just hope nobody came that direction for a while. But
The
yeah,
ones the employees use. That's what you gotta find.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh
It,
my
it was
God.
bad. It was bad. Yeah,
Oh,
Dolly Parton, bro. And let me show you. This is what it looks like before it actually gets cooked.
uh,
It's not
okay.
appealing.
I know.
It looks nothing
Wait,
like the box.
those two little white things were shrimp though, right? Yeah.
Yes, it's too
Okay.
little. Yeah, you see no seasoning on that shrimp whatsoever.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah,
Nothing,
yeah. That's
nothing. Just
that's
awful.
that's that Chinese machine, bro. 1, 2,
Just
3,
awful.
4, 5. Bang.
Basically, yeah, man. I'm over Dolly Parton's brand. She's
I
good
won't be
music, good
trying it.
entertainer, but
Yeah,
I'm not doing the food no more.
not trying it. Nope, not doing it. It's a no-go for
No,
me. Yeah.
because I think
See,
they even had like a Salisbury steak and something else, and I was like,
and
the
listen,
shrimp and grits just caught my attention at the corner of my eye. I had to get it, and yeah, no.
man, listen. Nobody's beat Banquet Salisbury steaks, bro. I don't care what nobody say.
I don't
Those
remember.
are hood
I don't even
classic.
remember
Used to be a
what
hood
that tastes
classic,
like.
bro. My family. Swamps Banquet. Banquet got the family pack.
You're right.
Right? That's 6 or 8 of them in there. I'm like
Yeah.
trying to drink the juice. Drink all the
I
gravy
don't
off
think,
of it.
dog. I used to take those when I first got out on my own, man. And,
Yeah.
you take that, and then get you a couple pieces of white bread.
That's it, bro. That's it. Yeah. You got a sandwich. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And you
man.
got the bread to clean the tray out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
Bruh, I was there with you. I was
Yeah.
there. Those were struggle meals for me when I was in the
Yes.
military and stuff, dog. I didn't eat nothing else.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Why get it? Man, I heat this up in the microwave. I'm straight. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
didn't eat no rice. I would get some canned corn, sweet canned corn, bro, and heat it up like we was out in the field, right there in my barracks. I didn't put it in the microwave, nothing. Turned on my little propane heater, set the can right on top of it, sat there, waited till I heard that joke start bubbling. Yeah, we good. Let me go get this out the microwave. I take the whole can of corn, pour the water off, and throw the corn inside the Salisbury steak box. That was my dinner right there. You know,
Couldn't tell you nothing.
Bro, I was full, I was straight.
Chef Boyardee right there.
Man, for real. Hoodie. That was at the hoodies are you. You know what I'm saying?
Man. But your guy Trevor, right? You
Mhm.
know, check him out at
Righteous Relentless.
righteousrelentless.com.
Yes.
Yeah, check him out there. So
What Trev got
this
going on, man?
man, he sends me
Mhm.
a little reel,
Mhm.
and it shows Nothing But Cake was coming out with the cookie butter cake.
Mm.
And he sent it to me over the weekend. So I'm like,
Wait. Nothing but cakes?
yes,
Okay. Ooh.
yes. So over the weekend, I go and I
Mhm.
look, right? Because I'm like, oh, we right here by one.
Yeah.
I go
Yeah.
right up in there. I'm like, they don't have it. I send back all these little crying faces emojis, right? They don't have it. Come Monday,
Uh-huh.
oh, it's released. He sends me
Oh.
another message. It's out now. He sends a picture of it in his passenger seat, strapped in.
Strapped in.
I'm like, oh, I'm out, right?
Yeah.
I ran out to the car, jumped in there, went straight to Nothing But Cakes.
Yeah.
So I send him back the same picture where
With yours strapped in.
bro, that thing is dangerous.
Yeah. I don't know.
I tell you, it's with the exception of the cookie itself,
Mhm.
right? Because they give you one little cookie butter cookies. What
Yeah.
I can't even think of what those cookies are called that they have in there.
Not Biscoffs, all
It's a
right?
certain Biscoff, yes,
Yeah.
the little
Okay.
Biscoff
Okay.
cookie, right?
Yeah.
Because the cookie is soggy because it's been sitting in the little chilled refrigerator.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that part,
Takes some
but the rest of it,
it's
oh
off the
my
chain.
God,
Yeah.
yeah, bro,
I'm gonna
yeah,
tell you. So there's a young lady that my daughter knows, and she's got quite the following on some of the social medias.
yeah.
The cookie lady. Have
Mm,
you ever seen her out there?
mm-mm,
It's a young lady that cooks all the time. I can't remember her name on social media, but she tried some of the cookie lady's cookies, right?
mhm,
And she's local. She's been feeding our family cookies for years, right?
mhm,
These this woman's cookies, bro.
mhm.
She make banana pudding cookies. She got those Biscoff
Ooh, yeah,
cookies, s'mores cookies.
yeah.
I'm gonna send you a link
Mhm.
so you could check it out. But let me
Okay,
tell you something. Her cookies are I, I love them.
yeah,
And I don't eat cookies like that. But
mhm,
every time there's cookies at my daughter's house, I know where they came from.
yeah.
I immediately get my bag and I take two of each ones. So she's gotten hip now, right? She's like, oh,
Right,
I already know what Pop's about to do, you
yeah.
know. So I come in now, she hands me my own little box.
She's wise.
Hurry up and put those in the car for Mama see. Thank you, baby. That's what I love you. To the truck I go. But then I can't just go to the truck with fresh cookies. I gotta
Right,
taste one or two of them.
right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So then I'm going back and forth out to the truck all night. Because I have my
Mm,
own set. I'm not gonna eat what she bought for everybody else.
yeah,
And it gets crazy, man. But I'm gonna send you that. I'm gonna send you that information. I'm gonna
yes.
send you that
Send me that link. Send me that link, man.
Yep.
But man, let me tell you,
Yeah.
I'm so glad that the holidays are over.
Bro, tell
I'm so
me
sick of these
about it.
kids, bruh. Let me tell you, I went to the blue store, middle of the day, right? I'm
Yeah,
like, okay, I'm on my lunch break. I'm gonna run
mhm.
to the blue store real quick, get a few things, head back, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I walk in, people were using the blue store like it was daycare, dog.
Mm.
I'm like, there were kids riding bikes through the garden center. I
What?
go down one aisle, they're playing basketball over here. It's like a 3-on-3 game over here,
Oh
playing basketball on one of the
no.
poles.
Oh
You go down
no.
another aisle, there's some girls playing double dutch and stuff. Then you go down to the camping section. There's about 3 of them with some chairs and some juice boxes
Oh
over
my
there.
God. Hey, so their parents didn't buy them nothing for
And
Christmas.
not a parent yet, not a parent anywhere around. I'm just like, what in the world is going on, man?
Yeah, these free range children now. I don't know, bro. When I couldn't leave my mama's side growing up,
Right? You
Hey,
know,
we couldn't get out of
dog,
her eyesight. You know
let alone touch a bike. They have
what?
the nerve to get on it and ride it through the store.
What? Man, she would have beat me out the stuff. You know what I'm
Dog.
saying?
And the garden section, they out there by the gate in the little
Yeah.
outdoor area of the garden section.
Yeah, no.
There ain't no bikes over there. They
My mama
all
would-
out there outside.
She would have beat the hell out of me.
Man, I couldn't believe this stuff, dog.
We didn't touch nothing. You put your
Yeah.
hands in your pocket. Your hands
Right.
staying out your
Don't ask
pocket.
for nothing.
Don't ask for nothing. Don't touch nothing. You ain't
Man.
getting nothing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Oh God. Yeah.
These bad jokers, man. I'm just so glad they gone, man.
Yeah.
School. Teachers, take these chillins back.
Hey, you know that's how they treat them anyway, like daycare. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, school has now become daycare. Parents don't, they can't take they some of these new adults
Yeah.
can't handle their own children for more than 4 or 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So you think about
right
it.
about that.
They get up in the morning, within an hour or two, they're off to school. They're gone all day. They
All
get
day.
home. Yeah, they get home, or when you get home from work, you only got about 3 or 4 hours with them. You know what I mean? Before they go to bed. And you still don't want to deal with that time. That's only 6 hours out of 24 you with your child. The school is 8 hours. They got the kid for 8 hours. The school has your child longer than you do. The school and the bed. That's your child longer than you do. And you having problems raising them?
Yeah.
You don't like them? You I bet you they wish school was on 7 days a week.
Right.
Stop
Need to
having
be.
them then. Stop having them then. Stop having them.
Listen, we need to take a break, but coming up after the break, we're going to get into a little topic of trust, jealousy, and insecurity.
Ooh,
Because these three things, when they show up,
they show up.
They
They
show
show
up.
up. That's
And
hard.
if ignored,
Woo.
man, it can really destroy a relationship.
Absolutely.
So let's take a break. Let's reset, and we'll be right back with more of the Man Space Podcast.
Roger that.
We are back with more of the Man Space Podcast. Now, bro, did you happen to see Pastor Jamal Bryant and all the controversy surrounding him and his wife?
Yeah.
And the dress.
Yeah. Dude.
Now, for those that are listening, I apologize, but if you are on the YouTube channel, you can see the dresses. We got it pulled up here on the screen.
Yeah. I'm not a pastor.
Okay.
My wife, I would not allow my wife to wear that out the house.
Mm-hmm.
And people say, oh, why? I would not allow my wife to wear that out the house. Simple and plain. If she do, then me and her have some other discussions to have. I'm sorry. That's too revealing. Especially for marriage.
It's form-fitting. I'll say it's form-fitting, right? So
bro, most of that is see-through.
It's not see-through. It's not see-through. I thought it was people were commenting talking about it was nude. It's not. It's flesh tone. It's actually flesh tone. So it's not see-through. Now, my thing was I just didn't like the dress. I thought the dress was rather on the ugly side. That's my opinion, right? So I wouldn't have bought the dress, but he bought the dress for his wife, right? That's his business, right? He's a secure man in his relationship, right? He's very secure in his relationship to
Okay.
buy a dress like that for his wife and carry it out. The days of the ladies with the big hats and all that other stuff, yeah, that stuff is going out the window with the
Yeah.
church, man. People,
But is that
that's
security? Is that being
no,
security? Is that being
he is
secure?
secure, but he is secure
But that's what
because
I'm
she's
saying.
with him. He bought the dress for her, right? So he
Well,
bought the
then
dress. He wants his wife
it
to
doesn't
look
matter what
good.
nobody else sells there.
Right, right. She looked good to him in that dress. He bought the dress for her. And so they went out. All fine and good. More power to the man.
Controversy.
Right. Would I have done that?
Come
No,
on,
I
man.
would not have.
Come on.
Have you bought a dress for your
No.
wife before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she don't like it.
I've bought dresses for my wife for her to wear out, for like our
Yeah,
anniversary and
absolutely.
stuff like that. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I think she'll look good in this. I
Yeah.
bought a dress for her. Like, hey, put this on. We're going out, right? So,
Absolutely.
but there is a level of security that you have that you feel comfortable with your wife wearing such an outfit, right?
Yeah, but I see that differently,
There's
right?
also a
Because
level
I
of non-jealousy, right? Because if
right.
he was a
Yeah.
jealous man,
Yeah.
he would not have
He
had
wouldn't have done it.
his wife in that dress
That would not have
because of the
happened.
attention,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely
The
not.
amount of attention
Yeah.
that she's
Yeah.
gonna draw, by wearing something.
Absolutely.
He's out. So
Yeah.
that's where I go back to saying he's very secure with all of that.
But is that jealousy because you don't want that type of attention?
It's not the fact of jealousy, the green-eyed monster in that type of way,
Mhm.
but the attention that she would draw, right? If you knew your wife was
Yeah.
in a room,
Yeah.
right,
She's
and
gonna
you
drop.
can't be with her every second of the day
Yeah.
when you go somewhere, right? You
Mhm.
you go to an event,
Right.
you're not side by side with her every
You have to
second.
be secure. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes, you have to be
You have to be
secure. You
secure
can't be a jealous
about
man
that. You have to
because
be.
there are eyes. Every man is watching her. As form-fitting as that dress is, every man is watching her.
But here's the real deal, right?
Mhm.
Let's just be honest, 100%.
And you gotta trust.
Every woman is watched.
Yeah,
Every
of
woman is
course.
watched, right? It's really on her whether or not she does what she's not supposed to do.
That's
You
where
you you
trust comes
can't
in.
tell. You yeah, you can't make somebody do something that just because you want them to do it. You know,
Right.
th- th- they have to want to do that. You know, so I don't know, man. I don't
The
know.
way
I wouldn't have
I see where you're
dressed for
going with
my
that
wife.
because trust isn't about whether or not someone cheats. It's about emotional safety. Jealousy isn't always toxic. It's often unexamined fear, right? Um,
Yeah, yeah.
and then insecurity doesn't mean that there's weakness. It means that there's some unresolved, uh, something that's unresolved asking for
Some
attention.
level, yeah, exactly. Some level of
Mhm,
attention, right? Excuse me.
mhm,
But at the same time, you know, I this is my personal opinion, right?
mhm.
You always have to know your audience,
Yeah,
right? When and where and what's appropriate. You know,
true.
if you want to start a scandal, if you want to
Mhm.
start something, then you do something like that. And obviously, if that's what they were trying to do, it worked
I mean,
because they were trending.
if I'm going out with her and going to the Source Awards, then she might be in that dress. But if I'm going out with her to the BET Gospel Awards, no, she gonna wear something a little bit more conservative during that time, right? There
Exactly.
is a time and place for
For
everything,
everything.
right?
Right.
and it depended on where they were going. And like I said, I like you did not look into this any further because I'm like, that's
Yeah.
his business. I didn't
Right.
care,
I
right?
didn't care.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
It's like,
so to form, and we're not doing this to form an opinion about them and what they're doing. And we're
yeah,
doing
no,
this
not at
as
all.
a general statement for our topic today, which
Mhm.
is going back on trust, jealousy, and insecurity,
Yes.
right? So in your opinion, where
Mhm.
does jealousy actually come from within a relationship?
Insecurity. No. I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you.
Mhm.
These three things in this one topic
Yeah.
all kind of ride with each other,
Hmm.
right? It's really just not one thing that ever is just sitting there by itself. If you're jealous, why are you jealous? Do you have
Yeah.
some insecurities because this
Hmm.
person is doing this and you can't, or you don't think that you're up to par, or why are you jealous? Why are you jealous of this
Mm.
person or envious or whatever else you want to
Right.
call it? You know what I mean?
Right.
But for me, I see all those things parallel
Mm.
together because it's kind of funny. Now we're sitting and talking about it. I really don't believe that you can really. I mean, they have separate meanings, but
Hmm.
a lot of times, if there's some jealousy, there's some insecurity.
True. True. I think a lot of times jealousy within a relationship comes from fear, right? The fear of being replaced, abandoned,
Yeah,
or not being enough. Like I'm just
I think
not
it'd be
good
you
enough.
not being enough. Yeah, I think
Right.
that would be
Right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
But and a lot of that, it's the relationship you're in. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
And we talk about this a lot, is the communication piece and all of that other
Hmm.
stuff. If you're feeling insecure in your relationship, and I think it's absolutely crazy to be jealous of your spouse.
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely, I'm flabbergasted by that one.
I don't. I so there's two sides of it. There's the
Mhm.
professional side of the jealousy, but
Yeah,
then there's also the introvert versus the extrovert, right?
extrovert. Yeah,
So you're a little bit more outgoing than your wife, right?
yeah.
My
Mhm,
wife is a little bit more outgoing than I am, right?
mhm.
There can easily be a little bit of jealousy on the side of the introvert when you see the
Wish
extrovert
that they
as
could have that type of
right,
communication
right.
style, or yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Because that extrovert is gonna draw more attention than the introvert, right?
yeah, absolutely.
I'm I will pull, my move, the Irish goodbye, I'll pull that
Yes,
in a heartbeat.
freaking Houdini.
Right.
That
You
should be your
know,
name, Russ Houdini.
I will slip back into a car in a heartbeat and be
Yeah.
gone. And
Turn around and be
and
like,
people
"Where
be
the
yeah,
biggest joker in the room is gone? Where is he?"
just yeah, I'll pull it in a heartbeat. But
Yeah,
my wife can sit there and draw attention because
yeah,
she has that bigger personality where she's
yeah.
going to talk and attract people, right?
Mhm,
And so, you know, I can see where that can come from, right?
mhm.
But if you're insecure about that, then that's where they do play
That's
into each
where
other.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's right.
So
And see
if
what I
you're
mean?
insecure,
They
then that jealousy can start
they
to
s
creep up a little more and
yeah,
more.
they start to roll in. Every
Mhm.
single one of them can roll in another one.
Yeah. Yeah,
Insecurity,
absolutely.
jealousy.
Yeah,
You know
absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Jealousy,
Yeah.
insecurity, envy. I mean, it's just these things can roll and roll and roll. And before you know it, you
Mhm.
got a whole host of problems going on. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I mean, and you look at now with social media, man.
Oh
It's
God.
like you just flip pages and you're gonna see some IG
Mm.
model,
Butt
half
shake,
dressed and
butt shaking.
yeah,
You know,
every third swipe there's going to be something like that, and like, what in the world? How is this stuff in my feed?
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm mad that I'm sitting here because my phone is nearby, because it's probably going to be all in my feed when I swipe through later on. But
Absolutely. Absolutely.
but
But it
you know,
happens. It
but if you see that, right,
Mhm.
and Mrs. Les is sitting beside you, and you, even though you're not stopping to look at it, she
Mhm.
sees that, it can be like, whoa, because hey, these are, a lot
Yeah.
of times very attractive women, a lot
I
of times very shapely women,
yeah.
you know,
I've
yeah,
seen it before.
right.
I've heard dudes getting in trouble because they're
Yes.
flipping through their
Yes.
Instagram, going through their Instagram, and there's models and stuff like that. Even
Yes.
now, they were doing a little bit more than just looking at the model. They liking
Of
pictures and stuff
course.
like that. But
Of
at the same
course.
time, you know, the, it's designed to catch us in that fashion,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
It's designed to catch us. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? It's basically clickbait.
Yeah.
You know,
It is.
that's what I call it. That's
Yep.
clickbait. You know,
Yep.
and you can attach that to anyhow or whatever you want to attach it to. But
Mm-hmm.
guys are visual creatures first and foremost,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be things in my feed that I'll be like, oh my god, that's crazy. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I
Right.
watch it because I want to
Mm-hmm.
see what else you're gonna do. Like,
Right.
okay, all right. The other night, I was watching some video,
Mm-hmm.
and it looked like it was had dogs and cats in it or something. You know how the dude does
Mm-hmm.
the voiceovers on the dogs and
Yes.
stuff,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
and
Yes.
then some chick walks through the screen half naked, and so does my wife. Walks straight behind me. You know what I'm saying? She says, "Oh, you looking at booties, huh?" I said, no,
No.
this is a dog video.
Right.
But
Right.
it happens, and you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, though: if we didn't have trust, or if she was insecure in any kind of way, that would have been a problem because she would have been
Very
jealous and
true.
looking at somebody else's. But but the
Yeah.
hers,
Yeah.
you know,
Because when
I,
you look at trust is something that's built. It's not assumed, right? It grows through
exactly,
consistency,
exactly.
right? So
Hmm.
so I
Yep,
can easily sit there and give you my trust up front, but your actions will show if I continue
yep.
to continually give you my trust,
Boom.
right?
Yep.
So
Absolutely. I'm the same way.
I'm
I
one.
I start out up front. Here you
Mhm.
go. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
You
let's
got to
see how
work to
far you can
maintain it,
either take it down or take it up.
right?
Yeah. You take it down
Yeah,
and you can take it up. One of the two,
yes.
you know.
I mean, to
Mhm.
me, small things matter more than these big grandioso promises and things like that. No, it's the little small
Absolutely, man.
consistent things,
Sometimes
you know.
sometimes it's just a quick little phone call. Hey, bro, what's up? A text. Hey, man,
Yeah,
what you doing?
yeah,
You all right?
hmm
All right, then. I ain't want
yeah,
shit. And you keep it moving. But
hmm
it puts you in a place because you and I do that to each other, right? It
yeah,
just puts you in the
yeah,
place to where, okay, my guy's thinking about me. That's cool,
hmm yeah,
and we keep it moving,
yeah. Absolutely,
So hey,
absolutely,
it is. But but I tell you, all three of those things are relationships killers.
absolutely.
Jealousy, yep, trust,
hmm Yeah, and
relationship
insecurity.
killers.
Yeah, yeah. But can
Yeah, and
trust
insecurity.
exist alongside of doubt?
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, I
Well,
agree
I
with you.
mean, let's
I
let's
agree
let's
with you. I
break it.
mean,
Let's
to me,
break it
that's
down.
that's all or
Let's break it
nothing.
down a
Yeah.
little. Yeah, yeah. Well, if I'm doubting your trust, right?
Mhm.
Does that mean that
I don't
I've
trust you.
had some issues before?
Yep. 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 Even if
And
I
if I
have
had
not shown
issues
any reason for you
before,
not to trust me, It's just that you've been in this
Yeah.
situation before, and it's lining up to be the same situation, even
Mhm.
though I've not done anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be
Yeah.
past
But
experiences,
you've walked through
betrayal,
this door before.
childhood trauma,
Yeah.
right? Often plays in a
Yeah.
role,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. That's called
Yeah.
baggage.
Hey,
That's called
very true.
baggage. You're bringing it from another relationship,
Very
regardless
true.
of how it
Very
comes.
true.
It's still
You know,
baggage. But
and this
but
is
the
the
things
thing,
we've
man.
been through in the past shapes our future.
And here's the
Yeah. No,
thing,
I was just
and
saying things that we've done.
yeah, no, I agree with you on that one. I did a episode back in December, the Russ and Company series with the founder of
Mhm.
marryingamerica.com, right? And we
Mhm.
talked
Mhm.
about baggage, right? And it was something I've
Mhm.
never really thought about, but nobody comes without baggage, right? Nobody. There is not a single person. They may not have kids, or they may not have this, that, or X or whatever, but everybody has some sort of baggage from how they were raised to, childhood, you know, things that they saw and how, and all those things. Everybody has some sort of baggage. When you travel, depending on how far you got to fly, if we're flying cross country to LA, we're going to tend to take more bags with us than we would if we're just going, right up the road to DC, you know?
That's right. That's correct.
So, so a lot of
Mhm.
times the longer you've been around here, the m- is your journey,
The
the
more
longer your
baggage.
journey has been, the more baggage that you have. So
That's right.
everybody has some sort of
That's
baggage,
right.
no matter what. You're not going to find a single person that has zero baggage.
Yeah. Nobody's unscathed, right?
Yeah,
You everybody carries something from a past relationship.
something, something,
Everybody.
something,
Something.
you know,
Some
right.
some trauma, some great memories, some bad memories.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
yep,
You carry
yep,
something with you, and there's always a
yeah,
trigger in your next
hmm,
relationship. If
yeah.
if
And
that
and
if
and it
that
could it
if
could
it
be your
triggers,
very first
they do something
relationship,
that triggers it.
but it still could be something from your childhood, right? Childhood trauma can play
That's right.
into it,
That's
right?
right.
A lot of times when you look
Oh
at
God, yeah.
a lot of the stuff that we see out there on social media these days, a lot of times you can trigger it back to daddy issues.
That's right. That's right. Childhood trauma. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Man, it's amazing that we're talking about this,
Hmm.
because I had a situation a few days ago that I had to kind of talk someone through, and it really boiled down to something that happened when they were a child that they
Yeah,
never got past,
that's right.
but never told
Yeah.
anyone either.
Um,
How
I
did
I
you work it out? They never did.
yeah. I did an episode back in December, the Russ and Company series. I did an episode,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna call it the magic mushrooms. This man he does a whole promotion of the magic mushrooms, right? This
Yeah. Yeah,
psilocybins
right, right.
but the magic mushrooms, right? And he was saying how,
Mhm,
like, he was a serious junkie, right? He had so much trauma.
mm,
I mean,
mm,
he was doing everything, crack, you name it,
right,
he was doing it. And somebody introduced him
mm,
to the magic mushrooms. And it
mhm,
opened up, like, to the point, it opened up so many repressed memories that he had back to childhood for stuff that he had not even dealt with before, to the
yeah,
point where
mm,
the more that he did those mushrooms, like, he didn't want any of those other drugs
mhm,
anymore. Like, it changed
yeah,
his
'cause
life.
the mushrooms was giving it to him,
Yeah,
and it's natural.
yeah, it's natural, but it was one of those things that it unlocked repressed memories that he had. You know, a lot of times
Yeah.
we don't deal with a lot of the trauma that we have from those childhood ages. We repress all that stuff. So as you were talking about the little triggers, sometimes within those relationships, those little
Yeah.
triggers bring up those childhood trauma things, and
That
then that
trauma.
can spark
Yeah.
that
Hmm.
that sparks that jealousy, that sparks, oh well, that
Yeah.
lack of trust, that sparks that
Yeah.
insecurity because you
Yep.
have those
The
childhood trauma
insecurities.
things. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. But
Hmm.
no matter how smart we are as a race, as a humankind,
Hmm.
it's amazing to me that we still continue to go through this, and that we
Yeah.
know that things from the past will always come back up if you don't deal with them.
Absolutely.
Just like a famous line that says, if you don't know your history, you're doomed to
Mhm.
repeat it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. It's the same
Yeah.
thing. You know,
So
deal with that stuff that you
the
got going on that just happened.
yeah. Is there a fine line between insecurity and intuition?
Hmm. I think they're two different things. I don't think there's a very
Yeah.
fine line. And intuition is something that you feel. You feel that's
Yeah.
going on. You can feel
Hmm.
it. You may not see it. You may not be
Right.
present in your face, but
Hmm.
you feel that you feel this thing, this stuff,
Uneasiness. Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Now, uneasiness, right? You feel it, you know,
Hmm.
but insecurities is all you. That's
Yeah.
inner, right? That's
Yeah.
our inner workings,
Hmm.
insecurities, you know. Oh, my teeth are yellow. Okay, perfect. You've identified the problem, right?
Hmm.
The next step is, what steps can we take to rectify that problem?
Right.
You know, whether get a different dentist, use some 3D strips, you know what I mean? Go get some implants. I mean, you've
Hmm.
identified these things. All you got to do is take the next step forward, with your
Yeah.
insecurity. Fix it. I mean, you can't fix ugly. God made you because the way you are. You know what I mean? I've been this ugly ever since I was born. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody out here for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got a
Yeah.
few
You did
children.
get married.
This is so, I, you know, I got married. You know what I'm saying? So somebody like an ugly mug. You know what I mean? Somebody do. You know what I'm
Somebody for
saying?
everybody. There's hope.
There's somebody for everybody.
There's
Hey,
hope.
there's hope for you. Don't
There's
let
hope
that
for
go
you.
by the wayside. Never give up. There's somebody
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yeah.
One
Absolutely.
man's garbage is another man's treasure,
Yeah.
and the same thing for the women. You know what I
But
mean?
we
Hey,
we were
it
talking
is what it
about,
is.
the repressed feelings and everything like that. But from the male perspective, right? I think a lot of
Yeah.
it for
Yeah.
men, it goes back to how we're taught to handle these feelings. Like, we're taught to suppress
Yeah.
jealousy instead of understanding it, right? Um,
Mhm.
Insecurity gets masked with anger. We
Mhm.
withdraw from everyone else, or we try to just control it, you know. Um,
Well, I think a lot of it too comes from how we were raised as young men,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Men don't do this, men don't do that, men don't do this, men don't do that. And it
yeah.
created some of these
You're all
insecurities
right, Les.
because
You're all
what daddy
right.
said,
Don't
men
cry,
don't
Les.
cry.
That's right. Don't cry, Les. Don't cry. It's all
Yeah.
right. You good. Shake it off. Put some tussin
Yeah.
on it.
Mhm. A lot. It's the cure all for everything. You got a headache, take some
You're off
Tussie.
everything.
You
Take
know
some
what I'm
tussin.
saying?
See,
my,
now it's
my,
Vicks.
my finger halfway hanging off. I mean,
Now,
things.
now it's Vicks. You put
Right.
Vicks
Put
on
some of that
everything
baby.
now, but
What they
th-
call it? Vic Sam. Vic
yeah,
Sam. Put some of that on it.
yeah, that's it. That Vicks app. Yeah. But see,
Yeah.
I
Oh man,
think
that's funny.
because a lot of
But
times, as far as men, we lack an emotional language, and it makes it harder for us to express things. So a lot of times
exactly.
with us, because we hold things in, it can look like there is jealousy, because we're holding in what
Mhm.
we really feel. Or there may be insecurity because we're holding, or if we don't hold it in, it can be taken the wrong way. Like if you actually do express how you really feel.
Mhm.
Oh, why are you being so insecure? You know, that type of thing.
Insecure,
So,
jealous. You're jealous of me.
right,
Exactly.
right.
But those are,
Hmm.
I think they were taught to us as protection measures as well,
Yeah,
right? Um,
yeah,
because I was always taught to, just because you see something, don't mean you're supposed to say something,
true. That's true.
right? And that 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 kept me from voicing my opinion about certain things all
Yeah.
the time because I didn't want to seem, the jealous, insecure, right?
Hmm.
Now I tell somebody in a heartbeat, you see something, say something,
Yeah, it's
you
true.
know, let somebody know you're
That's
paying
true.
attention,
Hmm.
you know? Yeah.
You're right about that.
But
But listen, man,
the
Space Nation, I got
yeah,
some
but
tips for you.
today,
Some healthy
uh-oh,
ways to
here we
address
go.
trust issues. Here we go. Number one, speak from ownership.
Mm,
You know, I feel
mm,
instead of you always.
mm.
If I
You are,
feel
yeah. Stop pointing the finger.
right,
Yeah.
right, I feel a certain way that because you did this, or because you said that, or because you wore this, instead of you always
Mhm.
when you put you always, you're putting the blame on them, right? You can
Yep.
uh deflame the issues just by
Mm.
changing the narrative of how you say I feel instead of you always. Number two, ask for reassurance
Communication
without
style.
demanding control. Yeah. Yeah. Ask for reassurance
Mhm.
without demanding control. I think that goes a long way
Mm.
within all of this. If
Yeah. But you
I
should give an
know that,
example of that one.
yeah.
'Cause
So if I'm uncomfortable with
Mhm.
uh m- my wife has to travel from time to time, right? And
Right.
if I'm uncomfortable with that, right? Hey, when you get there,
Mhm.
call me. Hey,
Mhm.
it's more of the reassurance. Let me know that you're all right, you know, not
Yeah.
of,
Okay.
hey, you need to FaceTime me and at this time
Yeah.
and first thing in the morning, and when you get up, when you get to where you're going, I'm not demanding all of that stuff. Just,
Yeah.
hey, let me know you good, right?
I'm
Give
just
me
checking on you.
reassurance.
That's it. See,
Yes, that's
my
it.
wife and I went through that because
Right.
she had she had issues in the past, and when
Yeah.
I would call into, listen, I'm not calling to check on you or try to control what you're doing. I'm calling because I love you and I want to make sure you're safe and I want to make sure you're good. That's all I care about. You good? Yes, I'm
Yeah.
good. Okay. Call me if you need me. That's all
Yeah.
I'm not trying to check your GPS and all of that other good jazz. You're
Hmm.
gonna do what you want to do.
Yeah. Absolutely.
With this
Number
phone in your
three.
pocket, with it in your purse, or at your friend's house.
Absolutely. Number three is setting
Yeah.
boundaries without issuing ultimatums. Now, I have broken up with women
Mm.
over ultimatums. You do this or
I
else.
know.
Anytime somebody tells me or else,
Bye.
I'm going or see you. Because I'm not putting
I'm
up
or
with that.
else.
You're not, yeah, you're not going to guilt trip
This is gonna
me
be
or
my picture.
anything like that. Yeah. Nah, nah, nah. You can always set healthy boundaries around certain things without giving demands
Absolutely.
like that. Right. And the last one
Yeah.
here that I have
True. True.
is Work on self-worth outside of the relationship. You know, do some things that actually make
Now,
you
what does
happy.
that look like?
That's not finding somebody else to keep you company to do the things that your partner
Right.
doesn't do. No, it's finding
Mm.
hobbies, right? That make you happy. Like
Mm.
for me, it's
Okay.
bowling, right? I love bowling, right? Les, you like riding your motorcycle,
Mhm.
right? Those type things. Those things are
Yep.
things
Yes,
that
sir.
boost your ego, make you feel good, and increase your self-worth.
That's right. Mhm. You're only as good as you. You're only as good for someone else as you feel for yourself.
Yeah,
Done.
absolutely.
You can't.
Unless
You
it's
can't
time
do. You
for
can't be good for somebody else. You're not doing good for yourself.
yeah, you're right about that. Well, it's time for the last word.
And now, the last word.
The last word, trust, isn't about control. Jealousy isn't proof of love. Now, I need to say that again.
Yeah.
Jealousy, not proof of love.
It's not.
Purity,
No.
mean that you're broken. It just makes you human. The goal isn't to eliminate these
Mm.
feelings. You need to understand these feelings and understand where they come from. They don't run your relationship. They just they lead you with awareness of fear, and trust is something that you build together. It's not something that you constantly test. I shouldn't be putting ultimatums on anybody. I should not be trying to test your relationship. We're not in school anymore, right? We're growing together. We're not trying to test you to grow apart. So,
Amen, brother.
and on that note, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more of the Man Space Podcast. As we do each week, we like to close the show with just a little bit of inspiration. Manspace Nation, it's a new year. Every new year arrives dressed up like a motivational speaker, confident, shiny, and wildly optimistic. We greet each year by announcing bold expectations. This year, I'll wake up at 5 a.m., drink green juice, answer emails calmly, and finally understand what my phone's cloud storage is. But then, by January 12th, reality clears its throat. Here's the thing about expectations. They're not goals. They're guesses, and sometimes very imaginative guesses. The problem isn't having hope. It's demanding perfection from a year that hasn't even had its coffee yet. What if this year, instead of expecting everything, we expect progress? Some days you're gonna crush it. Other days you'll just survive, which absolutely counts. Growth doesn't always look like a highlight reel. Sometimes it just looks like we're trying again with slightly better snacks. Expect detours, expect change, expect that you'll outgrow some of your plans, and then others you're just gonna mess up. But most importantly, expect yourself to be human, funny, flawed, learning, and doing the best you can with what you know right now. The new year isn't a contract, it's an invitation. So laugh when things go sideways. Adjust when life surprises you. Celebrate small wins like they're big ones, because you know what? They are. And remember, you don't need a perfect year to have a meaningful one. So Manspace Nation, here's to realistic expectations, unexpected joy, and becoming just a little bit more you by the end of it. Until next time. Yeah, man. It's, all about what you're expecting for the year. And like we were talking about in the episode, the little small gestures to help build your trust. It's the same way with what your expectations are. Don't expect everything all at once. You're not, if you're trying to lose weight, okay, yeah, it's nice to set a goal of 100 pounds, but be happy that you lost 10. Be happy that you lost 15.
Yeah.
Celebrate those little small
Yeah.
moments,
Well, goals.
because that's what's going to be important.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. The expectation is what's always leads you to failure. Don't expect anything. Just walk through the process, follow through,
Yep.
and keep pushing, regardless of what you
Yep.
see or what's going on. Hit the goal. Even if it's a small goal, just hit the goal. Stop looking for everything else. Stop looking for everybody else to notice what you're doing and what's going on. Do what you do for you and not worry about everybody else.
Absolutely. Well, Manspace Nation, you know what happens on Monday nights on WTMS TV. You can catch the latest episode of the Manspace Podcast on WTMSTV.com at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Thursdays on WTMS TV, it is Throwback Thursdays with back-to-back-to-back-to-back episodes of the Manspace Podcast, WTMSTV.com. There's going to be a lot coming up in this year. We got a lot of great guests that are going to be coming up in this year, and we're going to be doing a lot of big things as we continue on. So, Les,
Oh yeah, baby. We out of here.
All right, there it is. There it is.
No gimmicks, just game that my sure in sight. They shine like the city on a Friday night. Man talk, real talk, that's the way that you bless. Giving knowledge and some laughs in the same finesse. From life goes to the jokes that hit. They the tag team champs, yeah, legit with the wit. So pull up a chair, let the stress digest. From the beat drops, you know the rest. You go chillin' with